When someone you love is getting ready for surgery, it can be an incredibly tough time, not just for them, but for you too. So today, we're going to talk about how you can best support them through their recovery, especially with a kind of specialized care that's available right here in South Florida.
And hey, before we dive in, if you need help right now, just know that a key provider for this kind of care is Focus Family Care. They offer free consultations and they're available 24/7. That number is right there on your screen.
So let's get right to it. If you've got a parent, a spouse, or a good friend here in South Florida who is about to have a surgical procedure, then this is for you. We're going to walk through the common challenges and, more importantly, the solutions for a safe and successful recovery right at home.
You know, the moment you hear that surgery is needed, it just brings this wave of emotions, doesn't it? It's completely normal to feel stressed out, worried, and just unsure about what's going to happen next, especially once they come home from the hospital.
And those worries, they turn into very specific questions, right? Questions that can keep you up at night, like, will they really be safe at home by themselves? What if something goes wrong, like an infection? Who's going to make sure they're taking the right medicine at the right time? And a big one, how on earth do we prevent a fall? These are all such valid concerns. Well, here's the good news. You absolutely do not have to figure all of this out on your own. There is a professional, all-encompassing approach designed for this exact situation. It's called perioperative care, and it's built to support you through every single step of this journey.
So what in the world is perioperative care? Well, that little prefix peri just means around. So this isn't just about what happens after surgery. It's a complete approach that gives support before, during, and long after the procedure. The whole goal is to lower the risks of things like infections and falls, and just make recovery as smooth and safe as it can possibly be.
And right here in South Florida, that's exactly what Focus Family Care specializes in. Their entire model is built around bringing this expert, compassionate care directly into your loved one's home, so they can heal in a place that's comfortable and familiar.
So what does this actually look like in real life? I mean, how does a company like Focus Family Care take all those worries we just talked about, safety, complications, mobility, and turn them into a real plan for a confident, peaceful recovery? Let's break it down.
It all starts before the surgery even happens. It's so easy to feel completely overwhelmed with all the instructions and just the anxiety of it all. So a huge part of the solution is preparation. Focus Family Care provides clear guidance, simple checklists, and that really important emotional support to bring down the stress levels for everyone. Then, after surgery, that fear of complications is very real. And this is where having a professional pair of eyes is just absolutely critical. The caregivers from Focus Family Care are trained to handle proper wound care, make sure hygiene is perfect to prevent infection, and they're constantly monitoring for any little warning signs. And then there's the physical side of things. Just getting around after an operation can be really hard and frankly a little scary. So professional caregivers are there to provide hands-on help with mobility, make sure they're doing their physical therapy exercises, and assist with daily stuff like bathing or making a meal, all to ensure a safe, steady recovery. You know, the impact goes way beyond just the patient. One client, Etta, said that the care not only met her mom's needs, but it gave her peace of mind. And let's be honest, that is priceless for the family. And another client, Celia, saw how it directly affected her aunt. She said her aunt was happier and more secure. For the person who's actually recovering, that feeling of security is everything. It's the foundation of healing. So if this is all sounding like the right solution, you might be thinking, okay, but is it a huge headache to set up? Well, a great provider makes it simple, because the last thing you need is more stress. Focus Family Care, for instance, uses a really straightforward three-step process. First, it all starts with a simple phone call, a personalized consultation where they just listen to understand exactly what your family needs. Then, a care expert comes to the home for an assessment to build a totally custom care plan. And finally, and this part is so important, they do a careful matching process to find a caregiver who not only has the right skills, but also the right personality for your loved one.
So when you put it all together, professional oversight, a custom plan, and compassionate one-on-one support, the result is so much more than just a safe recovery. The real result is peace of mind for everybody.
And maybe the most important thing to hear today is this: you don't have to go through this alone. You really don't. You don't have to carry the weight of all this responsibility and worry all by yourself. Help is available.
By letting a team like Focus Family Care step in, you can ensure your loved one has the expert support they need for a safe and comfortable recovery. And that, in turn, gives you that incredible peace of mind, knowing they are in truly good hands.
So if you're ready to trade that worry for a clear, actionable plan,
please reach out for a free consultation. The team at Focus Family Care is ready to talk 24/7. The number is right there on your screen, 561-693-1311. Making that one call can bring you peace of mind, starting right now.